So this has got to be the coolest thing I've ever sold on eBay. You've got to watch this. I'm Janet Decay the Mummy.
And I'm Ghoulardi the Monkey.
And together we host
The Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
Friday nights on Facebook Live.
Well, that was interesting.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right, it's recording.
It's recording, you say? That thing you're holding is recording? Wow. What can I say other than hello, everybody, and welcome to the Monster Hustle Network channel here. Here's a little package I just received in the mail, of course. It's something I ordered on eBay for myself. It's for the our collection of Northeast Ohio monster memorabilia, or movie host, horror host memorabilia.
TV memorabilia.
And television memorabilia. It could be anything. Actually, it could be any kind of memorabilia. We're not only interested in just local Cleveland stuff for TV and radio, but from anything in the genre of horror hosting and movie hosting by hosts like, Elvira from around the country, but locally, Big Chuck and Little John, Superhost, The Ghoulardi, and things like that. Well, I got a tip from a good friend. So we got a lot of feelers out there for people looking out for stuff that because they know we do this. And they told me about this auction on eBay for a reel-to-reel tape. Now, if you don't know what a reel-to-reel tape is, if you're too young to know, look it up. Basically, the way people used to listen to music back in the 60s, I'd say actually 50s, 60s, and into the 70s, and even to the 80s. It's a machine, a device that has two giant spools on it, and you put a reel of tape, like a cassette tape. Kind of like, almost like a cassette tape where you have two reels, and you'll see them in a minute. And but the machine that you put it on, you mount it on, has the reels exposed, and you have a take-up reel, and then the reel with the audio tape on it. Well, I do have one of those machines, thankfully, and but even if I didn't, I still would have probably tried to get these and then find somewhere to buy a reel-to-reel because this is so cool. But someone, a good friend, Carl, let us know that there was something very interesting up for auction on eBay. And sorry for all the noise.
I think it was Jay, actually.
Through Carl, I believe.
Oh, maybe it was a group effort.
Yeah,
maybe it was
sure.
Jay and Carl.
Yeah. No, it was Carl because he messaged me separate. Going, did Jay tell you about the link?
Oh.
He did ask. So
okay.
There's two of these? Oh, I thought there was just the one. All right.
Oh, those are two boxes of the reels?
Yes. So there are two individual reels here. And why did I buy these, you might ask? Because most of these things, when you find them out in the wild, they just have like record albums taped on them, music transferred from a LP to the audio tape. Sometimes people talking or doing, taking notes, and those are the fun ones to find. But
what does it say?
Wow. Okay. So this one, perfect. I opened these up just right. This one has the Bob Hope Show, recorded December 22nd, 1969. Live the Click Clack Radio. That's interesting. The Click Radio. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it might be something that was a radio show taped off of the radio. Click Radio. I have to look that up. K-L-I-K? Huh.
Click Radio.
This could be call letters. K-L-I-K could be a station.
Oh,
that maybe defunct now, so we can look up KLIK. But this isn't the reason why I bought them. This is interesting though, because if this could have like old timey commercials. Who knows what's on here? Audio stuff.
Now, do you have a way of recording?
I do right to my laptop. I did it already with some other reel-to-reels that I've had laying around. I found some really cool. It was like a part of a radio program. Someone taped off a local Cleveland radio. And there's a really cool commercial, like a local commercial for a product that's long gone now. What's Eastgate? Was it no? Not Eastgate Mall. Where's Liquidators at the place we go to?
Oh,
Southland Shopping Center.
That's near Southland.
Yeah, there's an ad for the Southland Shopping Center. I looked it up. I said, does it go far back that far? Southland was open in the 50s, so it's definitely from the 50s.
Yeah, Middleburg
really
Heights, cool. Parma area.
The guy even mentions the year, too, which is kind of neat. But this is why I bought this. Main reason.
What's this?
Look what it says here. Man, to find this, I don't know who had this. I should write the buyer and see if he can has any information on this.
Unlike who the person was that owned it, or... how he got a hold of it.
There's even more notes on this. Okay,
Did
so
was it from an estate sale or something?
I don't know. I don't know any particulars, but let me read this really quick. So the contents of this disc says, or this reel says, Ghoulardi special, recorded from Panasonic onto. It means the channels that they tape it on, the channels that are on the player. Doesn't make any sense out of context, but Ghoul music, etc. Okay. Side 2, channel A, continue from tape 4, Ghoulardi and tape B. I don't know what they're taping from. Side 1, channel B, Houlihan and Big Chuck.
Ooh.
6/26/1970 and 7/3/70. Side 2, channel B, Ghoulardi on channel 5. Huh?
Maybe he made
Summer
appearances.
1970. Parma Place and something else. Parma Place continues, side 1, channel A. Oh my God, this is a find.
Whoa.
Had trouble finding Parma Place. Had most of tape filled before found it. Hope you got this before packing tape recorder. Play side 2, channel B here, or something at side 1, channel A. At Parma Place. Anyway, somebody taped this for somebody to listen to, and there's like handwritten
And
notes.
how much did you pay for these?
Now that's the crazy part. It was on auction. The auction started at $19.99. Mm-hmm. With like $4 a ship, something like that.
Yeah.
And there was one bid on it for $19.99, and I placed another bid on it for I think $20. Like $20.50.
You paid 20 something.
I bid
plus
up
shipping.
$1. Yeah, and I won it for that. I thought for sure we're at the end. I waited like 4 or 5 days for this thing to end, and got the notice about 11 minutes before the auction was ending, and I just sat there like, should I bid up more? Is this person going to come and snipe it? Am I going to get it? Nope. Just went for. I guess they didn't think it was worth it. But this kind of stuff.
Wow.
This is like gold stuff. I mean,
That's part of television history.
huge. And it could be, right. This is from a time where VCRs were kind of around, but very scarce and very expensive.
Well, I didn't know of any being around in the 70s.
There were, believe it or not. There
Wow.
were. But they were very expensive technology.
But it looks like this is late 60s to about 1970.
At least 1970 for sure.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to hook this up, and you know what? I'll tape some of that too when I hook this thing up,
And I'll get video of it.
and I'll show you the setup how I transferred it, right? Because there's all you need is the audio, like the headphone out jack.
Yeah.
Goes right into your headphones in jack on your computer. You select that input on your.
Well, I'd love to put all of this together for the YouTube. So
That's the point.
When you start to tinker with it, I'll record it. I'll record your reaction.
I can't. All right, I'll set it up and we'll listen together.
Or maybe we'll listen together and react.
We'll listen a little bit because it's probably really long. This is good. Probably a good half hour. Maybe on this tape, which is really interesting.
Yeah. How much time?
So check this
would
out.
that tape hold?
So you see how I'll use this tape as an example. So this tape here, this is how this works. On the different channels, I think it's just on it's probably on the reverse side too. Not clear on, but dig this. So imagine this tape split in half. There's an A and B channel on that, and I believe an A and B channel on the back. If not, then there's 4 channels here. But basically, there's 4 different tracks on this one spool.
Wow.
That's what they're talking about. There's AB side 1, AB side 2. So yeah, lots going on here, and I cannot wait to transfer this. This was a really good find. This is like something that we dream to find when we're out and about. This is just about as good to me as the Ghoulardi autograph I found when I didn't even mean to find it by accident.
It's the secret. It's the universe.
Now you know what? But
now Ghoulardi stuff is coming to you.
But yeah, and what will I do with this audio? I could probably upload it to YouTube. I don't see why not.
I think we should try to put it on YouTube for the fans to listen to.
And maybe we'll talk about how we'll do that, and maybe even
we'll figure it out.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
definitely have some of it on our show. We'll figure out a way to have it on the Mummy and the
We'll
Monkeys
see if we can put it on
Scary
there.
Hangout. And here's what kills me. Look at this. This scares me, but it makes me wonder. This was from someone's audio library, so God
could
knows,
there be more?
Absolutely could have been.
You
Who
should
knows?
contact that seller, see if he has more.
Absolutely gonna. So yeah, this was a great thing, and love finding this stuff.
I'm glad that you found something that cool.
Yeah, and it's to be continued.
Woo!
You look lovely.
Okay, thank you.
And action.
So this is my mini me, I guess. I ended up buying this because it has my she has my hairdo and the same color eyes. And I bought this from another reseller friend who has a vintage store in Lakewood. Souvenirs is the name of the shop. She's open on the weekends for right now. And she can also shop by appointment. She also runs estate sales. But this doll is from the 1960s, and she is called Susie Sad Eyes. S-U-Z-Y. Susie Sad Eyes. And in the 60s, like late 60s, early 70s, during that whole mod era, the different toy companies made these like big-eyed dolls similar to, who was that famous painter that would make like they would paint girls with the really big eyes?
I don't know his name offhand.
I'm trying to remember.
I know Tim Burton did make a movie based on his life a few years ago.
And then there were those like Blythe dolls with the big eyes. So yeah, it was a thing. And to me, it reminds me of like the little anime characters with the big eyes. And normally I resell toys, but I actually bought her to keep. So I paid $40 for this Susie Sad Eyes. In the past, I've sold them that were like blonde and redhead between $60 to $80. So they're actually very collectible. And there's girls that will put dress them up in little goth outfits and take pictures of them on Instagram. So there is me and my mini me.
Janet Sad Eyes.
So this has got to be the coolest thing I've ever sold on eBay. You've got to watch this. Okay, so let's see if I can get it up to the camera here. This is from the 1800s, and it's a purple robe, and it has all these really cool jewels on it. It has all this neat fringe. It has a satin lining. This is an Odd Fellows robe. This is a secret society robe from the late 1800s, early 1900s. The Order of the Odd Fellows. And here's what it looks like. And it's very old. This thing's over 100 years old. It definitely shows its age. This is a really cool piece. This came from a friend who bought this at an auction, and there's more Odd Fellows robes I need to put on eBay, but they sell very slow. Like this took a year to sell. It went for $269 with shipping included. And this one is just really cool. I love these old historic pieces. And what's great about the Odd Fellows, they are still around, but they're a group that has history of, like, they don't discriminate. They let, like, women and men join, and they do a lot of charity work. And they've used, like, skull and crossbones symbols and, like, kind of creepy symbols for their club, their secret society, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of people that collect the vintage Oddfellows stuff, and some of them maybe still be, some of them may be in the group now today. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, $269 on consignment, and yeah, I've got more Oddfellows. I think a couple more listed on the eBay store, and then I have a handful of robes I still need to put on eBay. They're just hard to photograph. It takes a while, and they take a while to sell, but when they do sell, it's awesome. I had two in the past that sold to the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft in Cleveland. And yeah, they have them on display for their Secret Society exhibit. Okay guys, I am outside. It's December 1st, 2020. And this is what is going on in Cleveland, Ohio. Look how deep that snow is. Woo, I'm falling in here. This is like really gnarly. This is the first major snowfall of this season, and look at all that. I mean, everything's just covered. The street out here is, the cars keep getting stuck. People keep getting stuck on the road. I mean, look how much snow is up there. This is wild. I did shovel this and sweep it, and it just builds up so fast. I put out some food for the birds, but everything keeps getting covered with snow. My camera's getting snowed on here. I mean, look at this, is almost like up to my, this is like halfway here. That's how deep the snow is in the backyard. So I'm walking through so you could see it. We do get some YouTube viewers that live in warmer climates. There's some that live in Louisiana, Arizona. We get viewers that watch us from California. So for those of you that live in warmer weather that haven't seen snow in your lifetime, or haven't seen snow at all, or walked through it, this is what it's like to walk through the snow. Yeah. So here we go. Wow, my backyard is covered. This is wild. Look at that. My camera's having a hard time adjusting. So that is where our, oh, what is it called? For fires, fire pit. Yeah. There's the bushes. Like, look how heavy the snow is. It's a real heavy snow too. Very, very heavy on the trees. A lot of our trees are drooping because it's just so heavy. Look at that. It's almost up to my knees. The trees look really pretty though. I mean, it looks very pretty, but man, it's cold, it's heavy snow. There's an airplane going by. Look at that tree. Look how that tree is drooping. That is wild. And then look at this, it's just white, and you can see my footprints here. The poor little birds. I left bird food out for them, but they're really struggling on days like today. Ah! There's a little cat shelter I put in the yard. And the poor kitties, the outside cats, I hope they'll be okay. They're too wild to even come to the door and get help. Like, of course I would let a cat in if they needed help, but they don't let you get that close. Whew. So there's my footprint. Ah, there's the snow falling. I'm gonna take, or point the camera around this way. Oh, it's all over my shirt, all over my hair. But yeah, we did a lot of shoveling today. And it's Snowmageddon in Cleveland. Ah! So hopefully wherever you guys are, everyone's staying safe and you guys are doing good. And thank you for watching the videos. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you around. Bye-bye. Mwah.